Welcome back to the topic where we highlight Houston Community College, our students, our programs, and our reach into the community. I'm Dr. Darin Baskin, the Executive Director for the HCC Weekend in Honors College. We're here every Thursday afternoon when HCC is in session, live at 2 p.m. on Facebook and YouTube. And you are more than welcome to follow us on social media as Houston Community College District and watch us on HCC TV via your local cable provider. Please log in, like, share, subscribe. There we go. Today's show is all about the money. And who doesn't like to talk about money? I do, as long as it's somebody giving me money. We're looking at financial aid. See, this is us giving you money and some services the financial aid department offers that you might not know about. And I am elated to be joined by my friend, Bianca Matlock, who is the Director of Financial Aid Operations. Welcome to the show, Bianca.
Thank you for having me.
It is good to see you. So me and Bianca go way back. That is my friend. She knows it, and she is amazing at what she does in financial aid. So kudos to you and your team. Let me ask you this question, just starting off, right out the gate. What does financial aid encompass?
So financial aid encompasses an umbrella of grants, loans, scholarship, and what we call self-help aid, also known as work study. So those different components are what encompass financial aid for students. And we put together a package award letter for students to help them attend college.
Okay, so great. And I'm glad you said it. I'm glad you mentioned that you guys put together an award package for the students. So I want you to go one step further. I want you to give a quick snippet of what's the difference in the different types of aid that's available for students.
Sure. So the grants are what we start with first. If students are eligible for a grant, that is money that they do not have to pay back. So that is obviously the first type of aid that we want to give our students. That could include a Pell Grant. It could include state grant aid such as TEOG, other federal aids such as SEOG. So it just depends on the source, but then we'll start from the grants, move to any self-help aids such as work study, where students can get a job on campus. And then from there, we'll move to the loan options, which includes a subsidized loan, an unsubsidized loan, or if the student is dependent, a PLUS loan, which is a parent loan that they can take out for the student.
Oh, perfect. I love that. And I love how you differentiate between the free money and the money you have to pay back, because that's very important. We want our students to make the best financial decisions that they can make, not just for the current, but also for their future. And so good way to explain that. I do want to say, and I say this to everyone, so it's not anything from anyone else. I do like to say that when we use abbreviations, we might want to make sure that we tell the students what those abbreviations are, because, we have our internal language and we want to make sure that students understand that language as well. So financial aid has a lot of it. So I just want to make sure that we keep them knowing what we're talking about. And so then that brings us to the grand old question: how does a student apply for financial aid?
Okay, so there's two different options, and it depends on what type of student they are. So if they are a U.S. citizen or eligible non-citizen, they will complete the FAFSA. FAFSA stands for Free Application for Federal Student Aid. Okay, and that is the only vehicle that we use to disseminate federal and state aid. If they are one of our undocumented or our DACA students, they have the ability to fill out the TASFA, which is a Texas application for student financial aid. And so that gives them an access to state funds, which include grants, could also include loans, and also Texas work study. So once those students apply through either application, they may or may not be requesting additional documentation just to shore up their application, get them through the process. And then that is when we will present them with a financial aid award letter.
Okay, love that. Thank you so much. Very informative. Let me ask you this, just to throw a secondary question into that.
Sure.
What students should apply for financial aid or TASFA?
Everybody. Everybody.
That's the answer I was hoping for. Yes, everyone. We want everyone to apply for financial aid. Tell them why, Bianca.
One, because it gives you the opportunity to pay for college. Those additional funds that you could possibly receive could go towards incidentals that you may incur as a student, such as books, buying supplies, transportation costs, living expenses. If your financial aid totals more than what your tuition and fee costs are, those funds can be utilized in those different ways. So you definitely want to apply and tap into the resource.
And actually, you're great at what you do because you literally just answered my next question. And I think it's the question that all students want to know all the time is how, Ms. Matlock, how am I going to receive my refund?
So we process refunds weekly, and you receive a bank mobile card, or you could choose to have that refund sent directly to your bank account. The great thing is we process on a weekly basis. So funds, as they come in, we ensure that we get them out quickly. And as long as your aid totals more than your tuition and fee costs, you are entitled to your refund.
That's amazing. And it's important that students understand the process and how tuition and fees are calculated versus the amount of money that were packaged by financial aid and the type of funds that they're being packaged, whether it's a scholarship, whether it's a grant, or whether it is a loan, which brings me into that next big, amazing conversation of scholarships. How can students apply for scholarships?
So students can apply for scholarships both internally through our HCC Foundation. They have a website where students can create a login and apply to scholarships that may pique their interest, or students can do an external search. And if they need assistance with maybe finding opportunities for scholarships, they can always visit with the financial aid office. We can give them some large scholarship opportunities that they can apply for. And then also, as we get information that comes into the institution about opportunities, we will send those to students who are eligible to apply for those scholarships.
Love that. Love that. Love the last statement. If we get something, we're going to send it to you because that's part of who we are as an institution. So great. And then you also, you did a real good pivot into my next question for you is how can a student contact a representative in the financial aid office to get more information?
Sure. So there's several different ways to contact us. Obviously, you can always give us a call. You could call our call center, which we're open Monday through Friday, here and available to answer any questions you may have. You can also visit with us virtually. So if a student doesn't have the ability to travel on a consistent basis, they can log into our Zoom lobbies and receive the same quality of service as they would if they were on campus. They can also visit on campus one-on-one with the financial aid advisor. And then we also have an email address, the finaid@hccs.edu email address that students can reach out if they have questions as well.
Wow. You have covered the entire gambit of ways to communicate between a student and a financial aid professional. So thank you. On behalf of all the students and HCC, I want to thank you and your team for the work that you do, Bianca. It is so vitally important that students understand the financial aid process and also understand that they shouldn't be afraid to come and talk to you guys about financial aid. I think that is the most important thing. So thank you for giving us this information. When we come back, we'll look at a way to earn money and at the same time get work experience.
At Houston Community College, we make your lessons matter. Open the door to real-world education, where passions become careers. Find out more at hccs.edu and let your success take flight.
For more than a year, we have kept you informed with more than 500 remote episodes. But now we're back, bigger and better with more news and more guests. Join us live every weekday at 10 a.m. on Facebook and YouTube, and on HCC TV at noon and 5 p.m. You can watch from anywhere. We go where you go.
Welcome back to the topic. We're still exploring financial aid. There are so many different pieces to financial aid, and many of us are familiar with the basic concept of work study. But we're about to jump in and get in depth with a friend, Cherylyn Jones, who is the District Work Study Coordinator. She is going to join us and give us some important details about work study. Hey, Cherylyn.
Hello, Dr. Baskin. Good afternoon.
Good, glad to
Thank you
have
for
you.
inviting me.
Oh, yeah, we're happy. This is so necessary and so current. We need to make sure that we give the students all the information they need to make their decisions. So we appreciate you guys coming on here with us. And let's just jump right into it.
Okay.
What is work study?
Work study is one of the gift aids that Miss Bianca Matlock discussed. Work study, Path to the Professions, the program allows students to work, like you said, and have the opportunity of gaining valuable life skills in a real life office or foundation, or we have various different areas where they can work. And we try to place students in their program of study so that they can get that real life experience. We have, our nursing school. So we have partnered with some organizations in the medical center that will allow our students to get that real life experience. So students receive work study as part of their financial aid package.
Okay, I'm glad you said that because I was going to ask that. I was going to make sure I asked, is this part of their financial aid package?
Yes,
So
it is part of their financial aid package.
it is part, and it's also on the FAFSA form. What Ms. Matlock mentioned earlier, the free application for federal student aid. It's also a click on that application, correct?
Well,
or did
with
they
the
take that
changes
one
that
off?
with the new changes for Department of Ed for the 2024-2025 FAFSA application, which is the free application for federal student aid, there's no longer that box there. But we are still offering our students that meet the eligibility criteria, and we have put out the offers there for a work study.
Perfect. I'm glad you said that because I wanted to make sure we reiterate that. So again, we're giving the students all the information that they can use to make informed decisions. And so I think probably one of the most requested questions that you get, and I think you're probably going to be able to even answer it before I even get the question out. How much money I'm making? So
an hour.
Say that one more time, Cherylyn.
$15 an hour.
Did you say 15?
15, 5.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about.
hour.
$15 an hour. Hey, you can't beat that for a work study job. I mean, being a student and making $15 an hour and actually working in your field of study is amazing. So kudos.
It is.
Yeah,
it is, and we allow them to work up to 15.5 hours per week. So we still are very cognizant that students have to work, and we want to make sure that they have time to go to class and also study.
Oh, wow.
So we want to make it very attainable and accessible to students. We also have TASFA, as she said, for the our DACA students or our non-US citizens, and they're eligible for the program also.
That's amazing. I wish I would have had a $15 an hour job when I was in college. So you started to mention it, so I'm just going to flesh it out a little bit with you. How does a student apply for these open work study positions that we have at the college?
Okay, so what students would do is go to our career hub on our website, and they would create a profile. They would be able to then access work study positions because they are listed as work study under the career hub, and they can look and see what positions they would like. They are placed in a way that students will know what department they're in. It has all the skills and requirements that the hiring manager is looking for. And one great thing, like I said, we have outside organizations that allow students to have a variety, and also it allows them to have hours that a lot of our outside organizations have Saturdays and Sundays, which can be really conducive for a student.
Oh, wow. Amazing. I'm glad you said that. That's vitally important to know that we have those types of relationships with our community partners for students to
Yes.
be able to work on Saturdays. Because, our student population consists of working adults. And so
Yes.
to be able to offer them that option as well is amazing. So, and this little birdie told me that you guys do work study job fairs. So
Yes.
how about you let us know when they are for fall 2024?
Yes, great. All our job fairs will be in September this year, and they will all be from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., and they will be held on the major campuses. It is listed on our website, but I can let them know West Loop campus will be September 4th. Stafford will be on the 5th of September. Central will be on the 10th. Katy will be on the 11th. Southeast campus will be on the 19th. A-Leaf is on the 24th. And if the students by chance are unable to make it because it's during their class period or whatever reason they may miss it, they still have the opportunity to go online, look up the jobs, and they'll upload their resume. If that hiring manager sees it and goes, "Oh, I like Darin's resume, I'll give him a call." They call you and have an interview. And if they decide to accept you and bring you on, then we would start the onboarding process with you. And we do walk you through that step, and they can contact our work study email that's always manned so that they can get any questions they have answers. And we email them the steps on how to secure work study positions.
Amazing. And let me just say, they better like my application, Cherylyn.
Yeah.
We're going to have to shut the building down. So,
Okay.
but let me say this. I have had the pleasure of hiring work study students in the departments that I've worked in, and they have been nothing short of amazing.
Yes.
So I have to say that you guys do a great job at recruiting the students and placing them in spaces where they can be successful. So that's a testament to the work that you do as the work study coordinator. So great job. And again, I'll ask you the same question I asked Bianca. How can a student contact a representative in the financial aid office to get more information on work study?
Okay, they can always email us at hcc.workstudy@hccs.edu. They can go to their closest campus, and there are financial aid contact coordinators there that can assist them with work study. Or they can always visit the Path to Professions website on the HCC main page. They can just type in Path to Professions or work study. It takes them straight to the page, and we have all the information listed on the steps to securing a position, when we have our fairs, and just, FAQs on the program. And it also lists how they can get in touch with us.
So I think you made an excellent point. And let me say, having a site where a student can go to and find all the information they need in order to make informed decisions, having that FAQ, I think, is important. So
yes,
again, thank you for all the work that you guys do. Financial aid, you don't get enough recognition for all the work that you guys do. So let me just say, thank you very much. And when we return, we'll explore resources for learning about finances.
Thank you.
At Houston Community College, we make your lessons matter. Open the door to real-world education, where passions become careers. Find out more at hccs.edu and let your success take flight.
When I was your age, I was just like you, fascinated by stars. But now I get to search for life in the universe. And who knows, maybe life is looking for us too.
So we're like aliens to them?
Yeah. Does anyone want to be a scientist now?
I do.
Awesome. We need more girls in STEM.
Maybe we can find aliens.
Things could be stranger, but I don't know how. I'm going through changes, through all of the strangeness. I'm going through changes now.
Welcome back to the topic. We're still here talking about financial aid. The financial aid office is more than just money for school. There's also financial coaching and a parent liaison program that can teach you how to manage money more effectively in every aspect of your life. So we are privileged to be joined by financial coach Courtney Wilkes today. Hey, Courtney.
Hey, how you doing, Darin?
Hey, look, it is a great day. We've had some great conversations about financial aid, and you are pulling us in.
Yes, we absolutely have.
Yeah, so let's jump in it. What is financial coaching and how does it benefit our students?
Financial coaching is financial literacy that we're incorporating into the student body and faculty and staff as well. It's something to be able to give literacy in every range of financial topic that the client or the student may be looking for.
Okay, and let me ask you this, because I have a really good. I was never taught financial literacy growing up. And so once I got to a point to where I was able to make some money and to be able to purchase my own things, I didn't understand what it meant to have that type of financial responsibility. Is that something that the financial coaches are doing with our students?
Yes, we're coaching and educating students that, inquire and have questions about financial, whatever financial topic they may be wanting information on. As coaches, we're set in place to give them, resources and information to equip them to be ready for their financial future.
Perfect. I love the idea of financial coaching because a lot of our students, they come to us and they don't have that base knowledge of what it means to budget and to finance. And so then you bring in the parent liaison program, and now you have like this double whammy, this 1-2 punch. So tell us, what is the parent liaison program?
Our parent liaison, this program is set in place. It's basically to support students, parenting students, to have a successful outcome of college. We want to give them all the resources they need to keep them in school. And we're going to see them through that whole process.
So see, that's amazing. I love that. I love the fact that we are able to take some type of funds and put them to use to ensure that our students who are parents are given the resources that they need in order to make really good financial decisions. So how important is this parenting liaison program to our students?
It's very important. We're getting a lot of good programs put in place for students that need resources for, childcare. That's one of the biggest, issues and concerns with a lot of parents and students, because you want to know where I'm going to take my child when I'm at school. So we're getting everything lined up and set in place. This is something new that's just starting this semester. So we're going to just see what the outcome turn out to be. But we're trying to ensure our parents that we're going to support them the whole way through.
Yeah, and I think you really made a strong, bold statement about childcare. We all know childcare has become a burden on a lot of people just around the country. Childcare is so expensive. And so, for us to be able to offer some form of relief is an amazing task. What other resources are available for our parenting students?
With the child care, also for the parents that are in school that are trying to get ready to go through their program, we got partnerships with Dress for Success for those parents that are looking to, to get jobs and need help with interviews and things like that. That's another resource that we connect our parents to. And it's not just offered to the parents, it's offered to other students as well.
And, I'm glad you said that because, my next question was going to center around, what resources are available for students under the financial coaching program. And this is one of them. Let me also say that I have personally donated to Dress for Success because I know just how vitally important it is for that type of program, because it comes down to a student that doesn't know how to formally dress for an interview, and then to be able to be given those skills is very, very, very important. So what other resources do we have for those financial coaching program students?
Also, with the food pantries that we have on campuses, some students, that's a big struggle too, with, getting set up in the SNAP programs and things like that the community have to offer. Some parenting and some students are not familiar with the resources that may be around them. And as financial coaches, that's what we're set in place to get them all the resources that's around them that they're unaware of. We also have a program set in place called Swoop to the Rescue. Swoop is a program for students that are facing like financial struggles and don't know exactly what to do. And this is offered not to just parents, but to all our students as well that, have financial aid. But for the ones that do not, have financial aid and that are international students, we also get outside resources to help them as well.
Oh, amazing. Very good information. I will say that I have talked to students who have benefited from Swoop to the Rescue, and you are right. That is an amazing program to help students out when they're in a financial situation. And I think that is another one of the great programs that is done in financial aid. So very good, very good. Let me ask you this. How can I book an appointment with a financial coach?
Very easy. You can go to the main website, which is hccs.edu. Underneath the financial aid and admissions tab, it will be a link, an option there under that tab that says literacy, financial literacy, and you will be able to find all the campuses and the links to the booking site to find your coach at your nearest campus.
Oh, that's amazing. And then you just said something, and I just want to make sure I reiterate that before we close this segment out. You said that there's a financial coach at every college. Every college has a financial coach?
Not
every campus, every college.
Not at every campus, but yes, every college. Yes, you're absolutely right, every college.
Yes, perfect. Hey, Courtney, it has been a pleasure talking with you. Thank you for sharing so much really good information. And I want to thank the entire financial aid department for joining us today. And I also want to thank you guys for joining us on the topic. If you enjoyed the show, follow us on Facebook and YouTube at Houston Community College District. To listen to the topic and more HCC TV programming, join us at hccs.edu/podcast. And for the topic, I'm Dr. Darin Baskin. Until we see each other again.
How prepared is your family if disaster shows up at your doorstep? You can't just turn away a natural disaster. That's why it's important to go to ready.gov/plan before they show up. It has the tools and tips you need to make an emergency plan with your family. So if disaster comes knocking,
let's go.
You'll be ready to help keep your family safe.
It's just a pizza.
Yes!
Make a plan today.
Cuando sea grande, quiero trabajar en un laboratorio y construir robots.
Desde las clases a la vida laboral, te acompañamos en cada paso. Regístrate a la educación del mundo real en hccs.edu.